Our lesson today is Who Said Men Don't Cry? It's a narrative telling about the importance of persistence in achieving goals. For that, a person can learn, as it's said, by practice you can be what you want. Let's ask some pre-reading questions to help you understand. Do you think a person can learn to do something by listening to someone explaining how to do it? Explain how. I think a person can learn to do something when he listens to someone explaining for him how to do it, since listening is the key to all effective communication, and it helps a person to understand the message easily. What is the importance of persistence in achieving goals? Persistence is all about striving to achieve a specific goal, so it allows you to keep taking chances to achieve your hopes and dreams. Here we have some meanings to help you more. Embarrassment, ashamed. Unattainable, unachieved. Whipping, hitting. Brow, front. Fit, healthy. Open your reading book on page 30, and before reading, let's have a look about the lesson. It's a story about an ambitious boy named Tariq who never expected his dream to be a sailor to come true one day, because he lived in a town far away from the sea and he didn't know how to swim at all. So he tells about his experience step by step in how he practiced and trained on swimming and diving lessons, and what problems he faced in order to achieve his goal and become a hero. Now let's start our reading lesson. Who said men don't cry? Tariq never expected his dream to come true one day, for his whole life was full of embarrassment and shame. Nothing worked with him in reality, so he resorted to dreams. It all started when he was a little boy, dreaming of ships sailing long-distance voyages, slipping through thick fog to the unattainable shores. To him, the sea was a soft blanket of dancing waves. He always felt the misty wind whipping his face as he stood on the prow of the ship. It always filled him with a strange feeling. However, instead of being excited, he was so scared that he wanted to melt into his shoes. He knew he could never be a sailor simply because he lived in a town far from the sea, didn't know how to swim, and had never been into the waves. When he became 16, he decided to become an officer in the Merchant Navy Academy. There, Tariq enjoyed the lessons very much, especially the ones on a ship. He was glad to do a lot of sports and exercises because he had always been physically fit, and by far the best in his school at such things. One day, a teacher informed the students at the academy that it was time for them to begin their swimming and diving lessons. Tariq arrived at the pool the next morning with the other students. He was looking forward to learning to swim. The teacher arrived a minute later and commanded those who could not swim to go into one group, those who could swim but not dive properly to go into a second group, and those who could both swim and dive well to go into a third group. Tariq went into the second group. Listen, read your lesson very well, and goodbye.